Hi, I'm Chef Rhonda. I'm also known as the Kitchen Witch, and I have a great recipe to share with you. I want to show you how to make morning glory muffins. Now these muffins are amazingly tasty and they're very nutritious. So it's a lot of flavor, a lot of things all packed into one muffin, something that grown-ups and kids both like. So first I'm going to start off with my dry ingredients. I have 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and the great thing about whole wheat flour is it's full of protein, which is good for the brain, the hair, your muscles. It has fiber, which is good for the digestive system, also the brain. It has iron and zinc, which is good. The zinc is good for the hair, and iron also good for your muscles and your brain and your heart. So I've got that, and then I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. This is my leavening agent and will help them rise. I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of good quality ground ginger. Put that in there. To that, I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of salt and 1/3 cup ground flax. Now, flaxseed by itself isn't really that tasty. I do like it in multi-grain breads. Using it ground is a way to sneak in all that nutrition benefit that it has. It gives you some healthy fats, which is good for the heart, the brain, and the digestive system, and your essential fatty acids, which is really important for your eyes. So I'm gonna put that in there. And then I'm just gonna whisk these ingredients together. They're well blended. All right, and that's what you get. Next, we're gonna move on to the wet ingredients. So, starting off with the wet ingredients, I'm gonna begin with 3 large eggs. And these are organic pasture eggs from a local farmer. And I'm gonna just put these right into my mixing bowl. One of the things I really like to do is I love to save on doing dishes. I know it doesn't look like that right now because I have to have everything out, but if I can save a dirty dish, I will. So that's 3 eggs, and then to my eggs, I'm going to add a half cup of packed brown sugar, light or dark, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup honey. Now here's a little tip. If you want to keep your honey from sticking to your measuring cup, just spray it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray, and it'll come right up, and it'll be super easy to wash. So I'm going to take those, and I'm going to kind of blend those 2 up. 3 of brown sugar, honey, and eggs. All right. So I have that whisked together. And then next we're going to add some oil. And you can use any oil of your choice, vegetable, canola, melted coconut oil, which would be really good. I am going to use avocado oil. And it's going to add some healthy fats, some of those essential fatty acids. So we've got our oil in there. And then I'm going to add some unsweetened applesauce. So I like to buy the applesauce already in the little pre-portioned containers. You can use 1/3 to a half a cup. I'm using a half a cup because that's exactly what this portion is. And then I'm going to reduce some of my liquid in this recipe elsewhere to make up for that. I have saved my little cups here because these are perfect for putting snacks in, or for doing your mise en place if you need to measure out things. These also fit in jars, and you can use it to put your salad dressing in if you want to pack it. So it's kind of handy to have around. I'm also going to add, I'm using pineapple juice. This is going to be sort of a tropical flavor. I love pineapple. You could use orange juice or you could use apple juice. Place that. We put that in there. Mixing that up. I'm also going to add some vanilla. This will add some warmth. And it just, it smells so good. It smells homey. Everybody loves the smell of vanilla. And to this now, I'm going to mix in 2 cups of shredded carrots. I like to use the colored carrots. So I've got the orange carrots here, which is full of vitamin A, beta carotene, which is really good for your eyes. And then the purple carrots. It's really difficult to get in the rainbow to get purple and blue foods in your diet. So anytime I get a chance to do that, purple cabbage, carrots, blueberries, I try to sneak it in there. 2 cups of shredded carrot. Very easy recipe. There's a lot of ingredients to begin with. Don't let that intimidate you. Next, I'm gonna add some pineapple. I just took chunk pineapple, and my pineapple juice I got from the same can. I drained, measured out the juice, and then I took some of the pineapple chunks and chopped it up in the entire bowl here. So I'm gonna put this in my mixer this point. I'm going to turn this on low. Alright, now to this, I'm going to slowly add my dry ingredients. If your mixer is going too fast or you do this too fast, it ends up being a little bit of a mess. I'm going to wait till this incorporates some and add a little more. One of the important things with muffins is not over mixing. If you've ever gotten muffins that had pointed tops, that comes from over mixing. All right, so now that my dough is all mixed, and you can see the consistency of that, I'm going to fold in some craisins. You can use raisins, golden raisins. I just prefer craisins over raisins. And then I have a half cup of chopped unsalted pecans. And to fold, you just bring your spatula down like this and then back over. So we fold it until it's just incorporated and no more. Okay, so let's get this batter into our muffin pan. So I've already prepared my muffin pan. I have sprayed it with nonstick spray. You certainly can use cupcake liners if you prefer. I'm just going to just go naked. So I like to use a little scoop to measure it. It just makes my muffins consistent in size. This recipe makes about, I don't know, between 14 and 16 muffins. It really kind of depends on the size of your muffin tin, how much batter you put in each one. With this muffin mix, unlike others, you can actually fill this all the way up to the top. Most muffins you have to fill like 2/3 full to allow raising. This is a much denser, heavier muffin, so it doesn't need that extra space that you normally have. And there we go. I have 12 muffins, almost almost ready to bake. I'm gonna do one more thing. So I like a lot of texture and crunch. So, and then I kind of went the tropical route. So I have mixed some sunflower seeds and some coconut with together. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on top of each of my muffins. All right, so let's get these muffins in the oven. They're all topped. I have my oven set at 450 degrees and my rack is right in the center of my oven. So we're gonna cook these at 450 degrees for 5 minutes and then turn the oven down to 350 and cook them for 18 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes. And that muffins are done, you can see, and they've cooled a little bit. I've taken one out and you can see all the goodness inside. That top is nice and toasty. Coconut's browned a little bit. It's perfectly lovely, crunchy, and moist. Good way to start your morning. Another thing I love about these muffins is that they freeze really well. So you can freeze them for up to 6 weeks. You can keep them in the refrigerator up to a week, and you keep them out on the counter for up to 2 days if they last that long. So let's give this a try. I love the pineapple in there. Makes it nice and moist. Can't even tell there's carrots in there. It gives you all the nutrition. And that crunchy top is fantastic. Of course, I really love to slather this with a lot of butter. But then it won't be as healthy. Serve this with some yogurt. Get your probiotics, some dairy, help out those bones and your digestive system. And you have a great start to your day. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching my video on how to make morning glory muffins. Remember, a recipe is just a springboard, so you make your changes, do it the way you like it, and enjoy.